I guess the question is here is like we talked about matchups, uh, player personnel matchups, but if we look at matchup offense versus defense, the Eagles offense has played the number one easiest schedule of pass defenses this year, while the Chiefs pass defense has been tested on the fourth most dropbacks versus top 10 passing offenses and ranks number one in EPA.
Fuck you.
Can Jalen Hurts throw
And
the
that
ball?
stat.
How do you see
I
this
still
matchup
don't
going?
even
Because
know what
we
EPA stands for, but
Yeah. The
efficiency
Environmental Protection
per
Agency.
attempt.
Oh,
Efficiency per attempt.
that just
So
sounds like
what
such a
what
made up
this
stat.
what
That
this
sounds
what this
like
tells me
such a
is
fucking.
did you get that from Pro Football
yeah,
Focus?
no.
Okay.
But
Sounds
what
like
that tells you
it's
is
from that.
the Chiefs defense is the best passing defense in the league, efficiency or not, right? And the Eagles offense, when passing the ball, has faced the worst defenses in the league when it comes to pass defense. And so now that the Eagles are going to be facing the league's best defense against the pass, knowing that they've already kind of struggled, the Eagles have already kind of struggled passing this season. Can we see the Eagles going one dimensional and Spags really keying on that?
I mean, maybe, but this is all assuming you can stop the run, which I know you guys are really, really good at that, but you haven't seen the Eagles this year. Now, like we talked about earlier, the Eagles haven't seen the Chiefs. Fair point, but I'll believe that when I see it. That's one of
I'm
those
not.
things.
I'm
I'll
not
believe that
going to
when I
get
see it.
too far into comparing the strength of schedule. Like we've already said,
Yeah.
Chiefs have had a slightly harder strength of schedule, but like these two teams are perennial contenders. Even if the Eagles have their locker room issues, like
I don't know,
Are we
dude.
expecting with the Chiefs defense? Are we expecting the Eagles to have a good passing game against? I mean, we know that they've had their troubles this season.
They'll have their moments, but Jalen Hurts will still struggle at certain times during this game. It'll be very important downs that he'll need to try to convert. Not going to be able to do it, so he'll have to revert to running the ball with Jalen Hurts running the ball, mainly on third down. We're just
we're
going to have to
not
stop Jalen on third.
we're not exceptional at getting turnovers. I would say, considering there were 5 fumbles in that last game that we didn't recover a single one. Uh,
Hey, that's just unlucky. Like recovering fumbles, that's just
unlucky
unlucky.
gentlemen. No. Really, I wanted to pose a question to you guys because these are two. I mean, these are two great defenses, but whose cornerbacks, not secondaries altogether, but whose cornerbacks do you like better? Trent McDuffie and Jalen Watson, or Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell?
I like your defense. I like your corners better. However, I'll put it this way: like your corners are probably going to have a harder time defending AJ Brown and
Fair.
Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
Like
Fair.
that's a tall task because like if one of you guys is getting fucked, there's really no help. Like there's
Well, then
like I
then
can't.
on the backside, you still have you've got to worry about Dallas Goddard. And then you've got to worry like they've got outlet
Yeah.
after outlet after
No,
outlet.
yeah. And we can hit Saquon out of the backfield. Who's their backup running back? He's a fucking stud too.
Is
He's
that
fast as fuck.
Gainwell?
Say,
Kenneth Gainwell?
yeah,
I
Kenneth
thought he was
Gainwell.
hurt. Is he going to be playing in this game?
I have no idea.
I'll look that up right
Did he
now.
clear concussion protocol? I know he went
It's
out.
been 2 weeks, bro. Jalen Hurts cleared it in a week, and he shouldn't have, but he did. Like
Yeah, that what Benford for the Bills cleared it, and he shouldn't have cleared it.
oh
What
no,
happened to
he
him?
should not have been fucking in on that game.
I don't
Um,
believe Jalen Hurts cleared it in a week because Kenny Pickett had to
No,
play.
he cleared it in 2 weeks. Yeah,
he was
he was out for a
limited.
while.
Gainwell was limited practice participant today.
So we'll see.
First notable on-field work since he sustained a concussion in the
But
NFC
I mean,
Championship game.
honestly, Kenny Gainwell does add something to
Mhm,
the Eagles' offense,
mhm.
and just as many options as they have, it's kind of like fucking annoying.
Yeah, but I mean, like you guys have
Fuck
like
these guys.
dude, the
You
way you
guys
guys
got a
spread the ball
plethora.
out.
You have a plethora of options.
Yeah. But I mean, like the way you guys spread the ball out to start that Bills game, like I was kind of fucking scared. I was like, if the Chiefs just keep doing this all day, like this is going to get out of hand. Right.
And
So, I mean, that's not to say that the Chiefs don't, like the Eagles defensive backs and corners don't have their work cut out for them. They
Look,
definitely do.
I think it's safe to say we have a new X factor on offense.
yo,
Juju Smith Schuster.
No, Xavier Worthy. God damn it. You do
What,
that on purpose?
two catches for 60 yards or something like that? That's efficient, man. Let me tell you.
No, because his name starts with an X, Xavier Worthy. Damn it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, him, I guess.
I didn't
Hey,
I
get it right,
didn't I
Tommy.
couldn't tell if you were doing that on purpose or not, but good one. Good one. You dickhead.
Yeah, yeah, no. No, Xavier Worthy, you got to watch. I think you guys might utilize him a lot with like fly and fly motion and all that jazz. Um, and then I think he's dangerous. I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong here, the screens. He's a big, he's a big
Yep.
play screen guy. And that's again something that like, the DBs of Philly are just gonna have to take an L and get fucked up by someone and stay true to their lane and their inside out,
Well,
how
the
they're
the
taught.
short
And
little man beating routes, the slants, the
yeah,
crosses, like he had, that's what's been working for him and Pat. Like he's gonna get open and he's gonna get open quick, and there's gonna be a quick pass. So
what about Hollywood Brown? Is he gonna are you
I think
guys
it's
gonna
going to
make him part
be
of the
I think he's
offense or
gonna have a
no?
big. I think he's gonna have a big game this week. I think he'll finish with like 5 catches for 68 yards. Get close for a touchdown, but not actually get in there. It's gonna be controversial. We're gonna have to stop the game, go to the replay booth, see it all. He was down at the
but
one,
every time he
like
touches the
that.
ball, it's gonna be like a 10+ play.
Yeah, he's making those big
there's
plays.
there's only one player that I see that would have the potential to be like a main focal point in the passing attack for the Kansas City Chiefs. And a card that we have yet to played this entire season, DeAndre Hopkins.
Mr.
I
Hopkins.
Oh
think
yeah.
I
Oh
do not
yeah.
think this happens. I do not think this happens, but I think he is the only one who could. As much as we love Travis Kelce, as much as we want him to have a fantastic game, I don't think with the way that we've been spreading the ball out, the way that we've been playing, the way that defenses cover him specifically, I don't think that's going to live there. I think DeAndre Hopkins has the best potential to be a guy who's going to have a breakout game, but realistically, I don't think that there is a single
He's gonna be moving
individual.
different.
Yes, but I don't think that there's a single individual uh, who really breaks out the game. I think Patrick Mahomes is going to be dinking and dunking across the field. May take a long shot here or there if it's available, but I don't think there's somebody who's going to rise above the other unless it just comes from yards after the catch.
He's
Like
gonna
as far
embrace
as
his inner.
targets goes, like
Yeah,
it's going to be Juju, you get one here, and DeAndre, you get one here, and Xavier, you get two over here, and we're gonna see um, who's Noah Gray is gonna get involved in the game, and like it's just gonna be everybody's getting touched up,
don't
and
talk to me
there's
about the
not gonna
fucking
be one
tight
guy.
ends on your team, dude. Every time I fucking put money on one of your tight ends, someone else does good. No, I think I kind of agree with you there, though. I think if they really want to like expose the Eagles defense, you gotta like embrace your inner point guard and just disperse the ball all over the place. Um, but that being said, the Eagles just got to get to Pat, and you can't get deep. You can't get behind him. You got to keep him in front of you. That's big for both, though. I think we already kind of talked about that, but no, I think I don't know what DeAndre Hopkins over under is on receptions. I'm kind of leaning. You guys might have convinced me to take the over on that. That's kind of tempting. It seems juicy.
I
But
have
we
to
He's
say
also
showing up
that's
in
talked
that
earlier
new
today.
in that meat coat. Ooh man, he's ready to
Something
go.
specific I could see happening out of D Hop in the Super Bowl is a like a back shoulder throw on an outside route that kind of bails Pat out of trouble. Like DeAndre Hopkins probably isn't going to be open, but if Pat throws it back shoulder and he has the time to get behind the DB after like stopping his route because
Yeah,
Pat
I
I
think we
think
could
he
see.
missed somebody on one
Yeah,
of
We're
those that stepped out
we're
of
seeing a
bounds and
contested D Hop catch in this one.
yeah, I think we could see like a signature. How the fuck did he catch that D
yeah.
Hop moment without a doubt? And it's on the biggest stage, and good for him. I'm happy he's gonna be able to.
They're gonna give him his moment at some point. I feel like
Yeah,
because like it's this point in his career, this is what he's worked for. So
he's plus 124 for 2+ catches.
Take it.
Yeah, I might hammer that.
Easy,
Um,
easy take.
I might hammer that.
this is where the game's going to match
you
up,
think
right?
that's easy?
At
No.
almost every position on both teams, we're
There's a
pretty
good matchup.
comparable. We're pretty comparable, right? On almost every position. The receivers are for the Eagles are not comparable to the Kansas City Chiefs. As much as we like to
I don't
say
know, dude. Really?
the
Come
Chief
on.
I'm saying like if you're going matchup for matchup, right?
Yeah,
If you're taking
I
AJ
wouldn't
Brown,
say
there's
I
not a
wouldn't say it's
single
very
receiver
close.
for the
And
Chiefs
Xavier
that
Worthy
you're
is our
taking over.
best guy in the
If you
receiver.
want to take if you want to take like the group, I would take the group that the Chiefs have over the group that the
And you're
Eagles have,
and you're
but I'm
talking
not
starter
taking
to backup,
I'm
like all
taking
the way down the
top
depth
to
chart.
bottom.
Yeah,
But
you
if
guys
you
are
want to tell
deeper.
me that
You guys are
yes,
deeper.
but if you
And
want to
there's
tell
some
me
good
like
vets on the team.
Yeah.
and then the only other place that's
Good
not
bets.
comparable outside of wide receivers is quarterback. And so you've got a leg up for receiver at the Eagles, and you have a big leg up for the Chiefs at quarterback. Everywhere else is fairly comparable. And I think that's where it's going to come down to.
Who's your
At
punt
running back,
returner? Who's returning punts for you guys on Sunday?
Nico
Nico.
Remigio.
Dude,
He's
Sean, you
good.
called it. You called it in the Bills game, dude. He had a huge return, and like you guys, that's how you beat the Eagles last time. I feel like that
Special
was a
teams will be a big
massive.
factor.
That was Tony, right? Kadarius Tony.
Nico
Yes.
is gonna beat
Yeah,
Kadarius Tony's record in this game.
yeah. I think that is
Big return.
probably Ty Bob. You bringing up how we're about evenly matched,
Yeah.
pound for pound here. The special teams is what it's going to come down to, and I think we see probably a big return from one or the other because Cooper DeJean takes punts for
Yep.
the Eagles, I believe. So
I could see Cooper DeJean having some Butterfingers out there and drop the ball on one of these
no, you
spots. If
think?
Yeah, he's had
Oh,
some trouble already this postseason. He
Yeah, in the
bobbled it.
fucking
He kept
snow, in
he
the
kept with
cold in
it.
Philly, bro. Come on, we're playing
Rookie
in
in
a
the
dome
Super
on
Bowl.
turf. We're playing in a
Rookie in
dome
the
on
Super
turf.
Bowl. He's a
Cooper
rookie,
DeJean went to
man. Come
Iowa. The
on.
lights can't get too bright for him. All right.
Damn.
I agree.
But wait,
I think special teams plays a big role in this, but they usually do in the Super Bowls and the big games. It's like who can make the least amount of mistakes or who can come up with the biggest turn of events. And usually that does come from the special teams. Just one
mhm.
play can really make a change. But I think when the lights are shining the brightest and it comes down, it's going to come down to probably one position towards at the end for each Jalen and Patrick Mahomes. And I'm hoping that Nick Sirianni doesn't get a little bit too big for his britches. We've seen it happen where he decides that he's going to, hey, we're going with my game plan, not the game plan that's been working. Hopefully, he's gotten a little bit smarter since that, humbled himself a little bit, and allows his coaches to do his thing. Because then we're going to get this final drive from each quarterback. The thing is, man, Jalen Hurts isn't that guy.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
shown that he can be
yeah.
good. He's shown that if you play him in those specific instances, like he can get a job done. He's not shown that he can get the job done. Patrick
Well,
Mahomes has shown that he can do
yeah.
that every single year. It's
I
going to
think
come down to those two getting a piece, and I think Jalen
One
is going to
has a
commit.
job and one has the
the
job.
job. I,
Exactly.
I think at the end of the day, dude, it's like
Jalen's
Patrick Mahomes has proven that if he's got to go down and go down the field and score to help his team win, he can do that. Jalen Hurts has not proven that yet.
put it on the books. Jalen Hurts has another massive Super Bowl blunder and loses his team the game. Whether it's a fumble,
Well,
interception, it's
Okay.
happening again.
I don't know. I disagree with that. I
That
don't
was
think
his
it's
only
him.
That's one of
blemish on
his
the first
favorite
Super
words.
Bowl.
Yeah, dude,
Blunder is
I don't think it's him. I think he's still like what happened in the last Super Bowl against you guys still weighs on him, and he's like, I ain't fucking letting that
It's
happen
happening
again.
again.
No,
It's
dude, no
haunting him.
fucking way.
It's a nightmare. He wakes
No
up in
way.
cold sweats thinking about
No,
that Super Bowl,
no.
and it's happening again.
He wakes up in cold sweats, getting benched for Tua Tagovailoa in the national championship game. That's what he wakes up.
It'd be nice to see Justin Reed or Trent McDuffie get a pick,
Would love it.
I don't
You
know,
want to
dude.
go ahead and
Again, I
call
don't
one for
think
that?
I don't think
You want to
Jalen
make you want to make a
Hurts.
bet on that?
I don't think Jalen Hurts. Oh, you said
I'll take Trent.
interception
I'll take Trent. I'm gonna take Justin.
I'm
Somebody
no,
take Jaden.
I don't.
Somebody take Jaden. Come on.
I hate gambling. It absolutely
It's
screws me over.
for the fines. Come on,
It's for
man.
the fines.
for the
It's for the
fines.
fines.
Pick somebody.
Jaden Hicks.
As a rookie, that would be huge.
Pick six, baby.
Huge.
Huge.
Absolutely huge.
The largest.
All right.
Who'd you say? Trent McDuffie for an interception
Oh yeah.
plus 650
Jaden Hicks.
plus 800.
Not bad.
Oh,
Justin Reed plus 850. That seems odd. That seems odd.
He's not the guy that gets picks.
Yeah.
He
I
can
would
only
say
pick
he
on
though,
gets, a lot
Russell
of, he gets a
Wilson.
lot of PBUs. He makes a lot of tackles. He's
Yeah.
not a guy who comes away with picks.
We
He's
say
got the
this a
over the
lot.
top coverage.
we say this a lot though. I think that you kind of mentioned it, Ty Bob, too. That it's probably going to come down to coaching at the end of the day, right? Like with how evenly these teams are matched. And I would say you guys have the upper hand when it comes to the special teams coach. I forget his fucking name, but
Big
he's a
Tobe,
dog.
Tobe.
Yeah, Tobe.
Uncle Tobe.
Dog. Absolute dog. But again, like it's a heavyweight matchup on the field. It's a heavyweight matchup in the press boxes and down on the field with the coaches and everything like that. Nick Sirianni might not be as big of a dumb dipshit as we think, though. Did you hear about that move he made with the offensive line earlier this year?
Nope.
That like kind of turned things around. Well, he started running the football, but he made an adjustment to the offensive line somewhere. I forget exactly who it
Oh
was.
yeah. I know exactly what he did. He
Yeah.
the adjustment to the offensive line was hand the ball to fucking Saquon Barkley.
He listened to the players.
Well, no, he decided to start running the ball, but he moved. I think
Right. But then
yeah. Let me finish.
turned-
He moved. He
he
moved the
made
guard.
he made Jalen Hurts turn and hand it to Saquon Barkley.
Sure.
That's
But
what-
the offensive lineman still have to block. So
It don't matter. It don't matter who you got up front.
You got Saquon, man.
You got Saquon.
He'll
hurdle
like
somebody
yes,
5 yards
but
in the backfield and still get you 20 yards.
yeah, the Giants had a pretty bad offensive line, right?
See,
They had Saquon.
I mean,
They
yeah.
had Saquon.
He moved Becton inside. I guess that's what he did that earlier
Got a big boy
in the
in
season, and they started really taking off running game wise. So, might not be as big of a dumb
Mekhi
dipshit as
Becton,
we think he is.
Also, massive human being, gonna move a lot of people.
An absolute anomaly, dude. Like a 6'7" guard, like fucking terrifying.
But yeah, yeah, dude. Wow. Congratulations. You moved.
No, it's
you
not
moved one
running,
of your
it's the
really
move
good
of the
players in a
guard.
different, like
Yeah.
I don't know. It's.
But I mean, that's what it
Sirianni
is.
Still sucks.
Yeah, but I mean, like that's what Andy Reid does. He puts his players in positions to be successful, and that's what Andy Reid did with Mekhi
Yeah, but
Becton.
when Andy Reid does it, it's different because he's better.
Oh, sure.